It's me, Nimso. Welcome back to ProjectTX. We are back in VR, and today we are in the projectile zone. So this is a part of the new demo levels that I'm working on. So for the past 2 weeks, it has been 2 weeks since the last video, and I've been spending quite a lot of time on the content side. So this video might not be very long, it may not contain too much, but you're going to get a little bit of a trip around this room and one other room, which is none of them are finished, right? So it's mainly been sort of content, at least rooms and stuff, right? I've not been working mostly on the actual functionality. However, there is some functionality going on here. Now, first thing you'll notice, of course, is the room layout here. You've got a nice gun rack on the wall there, a wall rack, and they're all nicely laid out. And the other thing you'll notice is that the guns themselves are nicely textured. So I've gone and retextured all of these, or most of them, and I've gone with this sort of nice white and black color scheme, and just swapping around the colors to denote different types of weapons that look similar. Some of them are not done, of course, but others are. Nice looking M4 there. Right, so there we go. I'll put that back for now. And let's just pop over here. Since we're going to be firing guns, we should probably not be wearing a tubby hat, and instead wear some headphones, just for the fun of it. Right, off we go. Let's have a look at what these things are. So, I've been mainly working on guns and their sort of reloading functionality. So let's pick up this pistol here, which is just laying here because it's the sample one that I've been working on. It's the same one as that over there. We'll probably switch you over to my camera so you can see from my point of view now. And let's aim for these things then. We'll take these guys out first. One. That's one guy. Two guys. 3 headshots. Oh, a third one. Fourth one even. I got him, I think. And we got him. Let's get these things done. 1, 2, missed. 3, 4. Yay! All except for 1. But that's okay. Let's assume that we got it and we emptied the magazine. Right. Now what do we do when, of course, we've got an empty magazine? Well, here's the new stuff that I've been working on. There we go, an ejected magazine. Brilliant. But you'll also notice something else. This thing converted into one of these. Now what these are auto mags. These are my auto magazines. You can actually grab them out of your pocket as well. And yes, you'll notice this is the same pocket that I can store weapons in. Really cool. And you'll also have noticed something else right there, is that when I grab the gun, what these things do, being auto magazines, is that they convert into the appropriate magazine for whatever weapon you're holding. So with these, it converts into this. There we go. Nice. And then you can see it converts back after you release it. Now, of course, I've gone with the usual sort of infinite ammo magazine. So even when it's completely empty, we can just get it out and shove it back in. And there we go, right? Brilliant. And of course, I haven't done the functionality for putting them back in your pocket, so you can't put them back in your pocket. But as you can see, the other thing about it is, let's assume I have 2 weapons. One stored here, one stored here. Now, of course, in my right pocket, you can see that I've got a Glock. There we go. In my left pocket, you can see that I've got the 1911. However, in both pockets, I can still get my ammo out. So what I'm doing is I'm using one of the other context buttons, right? So here we've got the 2 context buttons. We've got A, we've got B, and of course X and Y on the other side. But A and B for index controllers and probably every other controller ever going to exist, right? So what I'm doing is when I press the main button, the A primary button, that's for getting weapons and other attachments on your body, like this, right? So that's my context button for attachments. Whereas if I press the secondary button, B, then I get out ammo from one of those 2 pockets, right? So I can use it on either hand, that's fine. And as a result, you can be using a gun with any hand, pull out a magazine, and use that hand, whatever hand is appropriate for you. Brilliant. It works even though in that same pocket I do not have trigger discipline and I have a 1911 in there. And there we go, right? So here you can see that the actual magazine will change depending on what gun I'm holding. So let's say, for example, I hold one of these. Now you can see it changes into the appropriate magazine. Brilliant. Oh, it's wonderful. I love it, right? These do not have it set up, so as a result, they is loud. When I switch it to eject, it just switches back as it was before. In fact, let me just keep this place clean, just in case. I don't want to have to sweep up again. Yeah, I probably should. So yeah, there we go. As you can see, and we've got the appropriate magazine depending on what gun we're holding, right? Which of course does mean that we can eject from one and then swap it into the other. It's really cool. But there's something even more cool coming now, right? And this goes beyond anything I've done before, and it's something that I've been dying to try in VR, right? So let's say we want to get that bin, that metal bin there in the center. I'm gonna miss on purpose for fun, because what I want to do with that is I want to see the bullet going all the way there and hitting it in slow motion, right? So let's switch over to bullet cam. Now bullet cam, you'll be able to still see from my view right now, which is fine. Now as I shoot, I'm going to hold my my secondary button, and I'm going to fire directly at it and hopefully hit it. Oh, I missed. Oh, I got it right there. Now what you're seeing is exactly what I'm seeing. Okay, maybe not. It seems a little off. Your view is a little bit broken, unfortunately. Hold on. Let me fix that. Let's see, does this work? Yes, that works. Okay. So I don't know why that was happening, but let's do that one more time. So this time we'll fire it all the way to that guy at the end. Did I get it? I'm nowhere near. But yeah. Oh, just through there. Right, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually holding the B button, the secondary button on my left-hand controller, and that keeps it active. If I don't hold that button, then it's a 3-second timer, right? So there we go, it just switches off again. And this applies to all guns, right? So you're on that camera, aren't you? So let's say I wanted to use one of these, right? I can switch the bullet cam off and do some firing, right? And then while I'm firing, I can switch on the bullet cam, right? So why don't you zoom over to there and then look at this. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, and you can see the other bullets. And there I just took another shot while it was going. It's really awesome. It's been awesome. I have been messing around with this for quite some time, right? So yeah, you can just literally use whatever gun you want. Now, of course, it works with these guys as well. So, of course, the problem with these is they're very, very slow, right? They're very slow bullets. So, of course, here you can see very slow bullets, right? But in bullet cam, if I just hold my my secondary button, you can see how slow these things are in comparison. And you can actually see me behind the bullet as well. In fact, when it ejected, you can actually see the gun right behind it when it fires, right? So I'm gonna fire again, and this time turn around. You can see how I turned around and hit my head with my gun because I turned around in reality. And even these, when they hit the ground, you can see them bounce off like that. It's really insanely cool. So yeah, you've got like literal Max Payne bullet time in VR, and you follow the actual bullet and actually view it as it go all the way to the end there. Let's try and get that guy at the end again. Oh, I think I'm off. Oh, have I got him? Oh, shoulder. On the shoulder. Right, okay. Well, we'll try that with a faster gun, which of course, any assault rifle, they tend to have very, very fast muzzle velocities in comparison. So why don't you go over there once more, and we'll try and do it here. I'll just show you the gun beforehand. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's take a shot now with the bullet cam. We'll go on to this guy here. I don't really know how to aim with this gun very well. Oh, well, I was not aiming for that, but it hit what it hit, right? Let's take some of our weapons here. In fact, this thing doesn't have very good reloading, so we won't do that. We'll grab one of these. They're nice and cool. And let's disable bullet cam. Let's have a look over here. We can take this off now. Actually, we'll just leave it on. We'll grab these as well. There we go. Take those out. We'll take that and we'll take that, just for the fun of it. So let's pop over to here. Now you'll have noticed there was a door behind you as well. I'm not going to go through there today. Whoop! Into this doorway here, and you can see the giant SNES controller. We've now gone from the projectile room behind us. We are now in the games room. Now you can see everything is very, very large in terms of the room size, and that controller there is huge. There is a little bit of trouble with the light baking there, but this is a very quick light bake. Yeah, if you were looking on Twitter, if you've seen any of my recent posts, you'll see that I was messing around with some staging and trying some props out. So here we've got a nice Jacksepticeye setup. I'll be doing lots of random stuff like this in this demo. These are not actually collidable, but they are dynamic lights for fun. So there we go, just for the fun of it, right? Here we can see my my YouTube play button, which I haven't got because I don't have 100k subs right now. So yeah, there we go. A YouTube play button that doesn't exist in real life, but it's okay. We can climb it here in VR. Boom. Maybe someday. Climbing my play button. Don't worry, it doesn't scratch. Brilliant. Let's have a look over here. Up. As you can see, the games room is huge, but it's quite empty. Unfortunately, not much time to actually build the insides of the rooms yet. I've been mainly working on more rooms, and there are plenty. These are actually quite small rooms in comparison as well. So there we go. Here we can see a showcase of certain items that you'd find in other games. Of course, I have not ripped anything. These are all just custom models, just for the fun of it. They're just literally a single object sitting in a case, and there you go. Now, of course, this glass is not breakable right now, but I think it will be eventually. These objects are all going to be just grabbable. Of course, they'll be physics objects. They'll still be spinning inside the case, but once you break them out, then they won't be spinning. You can see I've just given each plaque a little bit of info as well. You can see the jiggies from Banjo-Kazooie here. Really nice looking. I love how these look, right? So that extra shape just makes them look really sparkly nice. And then of course we've got a nice custom power star I've made, which looks quite nice with the eyes being all shiny. It's a little bit unusual though. Let's pop over here. You can see some empty cases, blah blah blah. We'll switch you over to that camera just for the sake of it, and pop over here. You can see I can't press the button, unfortunately, but I can go up here and punch this guy. I want it! It's my box! I want to break the box open! Arrgh! But you can't. Not yet. Not yet. Right? We can do that later. But for now, I can't break it open. But let's pop over to here and try and aim at that. Again, it looks really... I don't know what happened with my jump there. It looks really nice and cool. The sort of... the view that you get from this bullet shot. Right? Bullet cam. So I'm going to go bullet cam once more. And aim at that and see if we can get to it. 1, 2, 3. Come on, hit it, hit it! Oh my god, I'm so low. That was really low. Okay, ignore that. We won't even bother trying it. But there you go. That's what you've seen in this game so far. Oh, actually, we'll do a bit of quick climbing. Let's climb up the SNES controller, show you how big it actually is. It all feels so cool inside VR. Imagine playing a game like this, right? where you have to press the buttons this big. It's a bit ridiculous actually, but yeah, maybe I can just do some fun functionality for that. What I'm going to do in this room actually is I'm going to add a bunch of random gaming stuff. So I'll probably put some arcade machines and try and build a little sort of small custom games for them as well. I'll put things like snooker tables and all of that. You can try everything. Again, my aim here is to make large rooms that really emphasize each of the small elements to the way that this full physics ragdoll system works. That and all the locomotion and everything, all the stuff that actually gets fit together to really show off what the system can do and all the good stuff like that. Anyways, thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you like the new redesigns that I've been doing everywhere. A little bit of rebranding you may have noticed. So I'm going across everything that I've built and I'm going to rebrand and redesign everything. Everything's going to look nice and sparkly and a little bit orangey and red. You'll have noticed the Tubby Supercat has upgraded as well. He looks really good now. And yeah, there we go. So there's some really cool stuff coming. You've seen some really cool things today. Hopefully you like the bullet cam, and yeah, it looks even cooler in VR because you actually scale your view down to the size of the bullet as well. So you're viewing the world as if you are the bullet. Really cool. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll have even bigger content for you by then. See you in the next one. Goodbye.